Losing him was very, very unexpected, just like losing my daughter. He wasn't a user. He would experiment with different things.
Got it.
It wasn't like he was dependent on. My time played a part in my son feeling he could test something.
Right.
You know, and I feel guilty about that.
So you believe that there was foul play in Bobbi Kristina's
Definitely.
death? Got it.
Like
All
that
right.
maybe he her?
Definitely.
Wow.
Okay.
He was the only one there with both situations, with my ex-wife and with my daughter. I've been clean 19 years from narcotics.
Okay.
I'm going on a year from alcohol.
After 13 years of silence, Katt Williams is now speaking out about what he believes really happened to Bobbi Kristina Brown. Both she and her mother, Whitney Houston, died under eerily similar circumstances, fueling years of speculation. Some have long questioned whether there was more behind these tragedies than what was officially reported. Rumors have circulated about possible involvement from people within the entertainment industry, pointing to unanswered details surrounding Whitney's final night. Adding to the controversy, Bobbi Kristina's relative, Leola Brown, has publicly claimed that powerful figures were involved, alleging motives tied to control over Whitney's estate. Despite these claims, no official investigations have confirmed such theories, and the cases remain widely debated.
Murdered Bobbi Kristina. When Nick gets arrested, everything will fall like dominoes. There are several people that wanted Bobbi Kristina dead, but I think the purpose of her death was to gain full access to Whitney Houston's estate.
I'm saying there's the good side and the bad side of these businesses. Yeah. So in all of these situations, there's a business involved and there's real money involved, and somebody's benefiting from this thing that looks like, oh, that just happened. Nah, no way.
The facts around the deaths of Bobbi Kristina Brown and Whitney Houston are tragic on their own, but some of the claims circulating go far beyond what investigations have actually confirmed, and it's important to separate verified findings from speculation. On January 31, 2015, Bobbi Kristina was found unresponsive in a bathtub at her home in Roswell, Georgia, in circumstances that immediately drew comparisons to her mother's death nearly 3 years earlier. She was discovered face down in the water, and her boyfriend at the time, Nick Gordon, reportedly performed CPR until emergency responders arrived. She was transported to the hospital and placed in a medically induced coma, but despite months of care, she passed away on July 26, 2015. According to the official autopsy, her death was attributed to lobar pneumonia caused by prolonged immersion in water while intoxicated by a mix of substances, including alcohol, drugs, and medications used for anxiety and sedation. In simple terms, the lack of oxygen led to irreversible brain damage. While this explanation aligns with medical findings, it did not bring closure to her family, who believed there were unanswered questions about what led to her being in that. The Brown family pursued a civil case against Nick Gordon, and in 2016, a judge found him legally responsible for her death, ordering him to pay $36 million to her estate. It's crucial to understand, however, that this was a civil judgment, not a criminal conviction. Gordon was never criminally charged, meaning investigators did not find sufficient evidence to prosecute him for homicide. Authorities acknowledged uncertainty about the exact sequence of events leading up to Bobbi Kristina's condition, stating it could not be definitively determined whether the incident was intentional or accidental.
That somebody, my niece, just like her mother.
There was foul play in Bobbi Kristina's
Definitely.
death. Got it.
Yes,
okay.
definitely.
Like
All
that
right.
maybe he her?
Definitely.
Wow.
Okay.
He was the only one there with both situations, with my ex-wife and with my daughter, and they both died the same way.
What I'm saying is, in business, nothing is coincidental, or you would be hearing who's losing money. In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody makes big money. When these rappers get kicked, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew, don't have to validate none of their contracts. Now only got to deal with the mama, only got to see her once a year, and it's over. And the money goes up and up and up. So they keep $20 million guy, but they reaped $60 million in benefits.
Wow.
And they had some people from your city do it.
Years later, in January 2020, Nick Gordon himself died from a drug overdose in a hotel room, adding another layer of tragedy to an already painful story. His death, like others connected to the family, contributed to a broader public perception that a pattern existed, but similar circumstances do not necessarily prove a coordinated cause. Looking back at Whitney Houston's passing in February 2012, the official cause of death was ruled as accidental drowning, with heart disease and cocaine use listed as contributing factors. She was found face down in a bathtub at the Beverly Hilton Hotel by her assistant, Mary Jones. The coroner's report did note minor abrasions on her face, but these were classified as superficial and not indicative of a violent struggle. Toxicology results confirmed the presence of cocaine and other substances in her system. The case was handled by Coroner Ed Winter, who concluded there was no evidence of foul play. While some have pointed to details like injuries or substances as suspicious, medical experts generally interpret these findings within the context of intoxication and accidental drowning, rather than external involvement. Another devastating loss came with the death of Bobbi Kristina Brown Jr., commonly known as Bobby Brown Jr., who died in 2020. His cause of death was ruled an accidental overdose involving a mix of substances, including alcohol and drugs. While the similarities in toxicology reports across these cases have fueled public speculation, they also reflect a documented pattern of substance-related health crises, rather than verified coordinated actions. It's understandable why people question these events, especially given the emotional weight and the similarities between the cases. However, claims about industry handlers or orchestrated actions have not been supported by official investigations or credible evidence. The available findings consistently point toward substance use, health conditions, and tragic circumstances rather than confirmed foul play. These cases remain deeply painful examples of how addiction, pressure, and environment can intersect with devastating consequences. At this point, it's true that many people feel the similarities are too strong to ignore, but that doesn't automatically mean there's a hidden coordinated plot behind them. Katt Williams has definitely made bold claims about gatekeepers and alleged industry sacrifices, and those statements have fueled a lot of online discussion. However, there's a big gap between suspicion and verified evidence. None of the official investigations into the deaths of Whitney Houston, Bobbi Kristina Brown, or others connected to them have found proof of organized foul play or people benefiting behind the scenes in the way these theories suggest. What is documented is a pattern involving substance use, health complications, and difficult personal circumstances. Those factors, while less sensational, are unfortunately common in many real-life tragedies, especially in high-pressure environments like the entertainment industry. So while it's understandable why people question things and listen to voices like Katt Williams, it's important to stay grounded in what's actually been proven versus what remains speculation.